Over 30 years ago, George Carlin exposed our fake democracy.
Now, there's one thing you might have noticed I don't complain about. Politicians. Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck.
Yeah!
Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality.
Indeed, politicians are not extraterrestrials who happen to visit our planet. They are a byproduct of our society, and so everyone is, in part, to blame for their existence.
They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out.
In a corrupt culture, leadership is bound to be corrupt too. For the leaders that we elect are nothing but representatives of what we already value.
If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders.
Politicians are a mirror reflecting our collective consciousness, or I should better say, our collective unconsciousness.
So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here, like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody.
That's true for the most part, but let's not forget that the public is a victim of our toxic culture too. So I would not really blame the public either.
Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country.
Such individuals do exist, but they are very, very few. And the problem is that such individuals do not want to be involved in politics as it exists today, due to how corrupted it is.
So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless.
I don't think that voting is completely meaningless. Sometimes voting can make a big change. But usually our choices in elections are extremely limited. So much so that whichever candidate or political party we vote for makes almost no difference at all.
Shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that?
Yeah, I have been saying that for a long time too.
If you vote and you elect dishonest, incompetent people and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who in fact did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with.
To me, everyone is responsible, whether we participate in elections or not. For either way, we are influencing their outcomes. The question is, how consciously do we do it? And what for exactly?
So I know that a little later on this year, you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much.